Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. 55 degrees, 14 degrees Celsius. It is actually kind of comfortable out here. Little man, a big girl. Gonna go down to the vet, do our sniffs, do our pees, hopefully do our number twos. And then get home, get myself breakfast and lunch, and get rolling here. 6 to 1:30 again today. All right, despite erasing the crucial drive, I am down 10 minutes from last night from a fresh drive. So even with the external drives, you still lose time. That's 10 minutes I've lost, which is about where it was when we were done last night. What are you doing? You don't have time to piss around, guys. That's literally what Priya was doing, was pissing around. All right, let's move. Yeah, so 5:18 in the morning is super friggin' dark these days. Oh, man. Very dark. A lot of bugs making noises and crickets. Fine, sir. We'll pull over so you can go potty. He's having a freak out over the darkness. That's what his problem is. Sorry, I keep having to look down so I can see the sidewalk. I don't want to aim the light down because then it blinds you guys. It may be anyway, but sticking with the iPhone this morning mainly because the fact that the light on Pocket is just inconvenient. And I'm in the iPhone mode right now with the new one coming, so very curious in this whole camera control button. Honestly, I was thinking about it more and more. This is the iPhone with the audio improvements and now the button. This is the iPhone I've been waiting for. So we'll find out if it's actually what I've been waiting for when we get it. We shall see. And then Tuesday they launch the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Not getting that. Trust me, I'm not getting that. The 4, the most use it gets was time lapses in the window. I don't pull it out. It would be a little different if, the 1-inch sensor was actually coming, but it's not. And like I mentioned a few weeks ago or a week ago or whenever the hell I said it, if they were to, instead of doing this crappy, image stabilization electronically and do like sensor shift or something in one of these cameras and actually make it work better like the iPhone does, then Apple just needs to come out with an action camera and make it work really well. But they're not. There was a post the other day that since Steve Jobs passed away, Apple's no longer innovating. Yes and no. I mean, it feels like it's gotten stagnant with all these companies. There's not much they can do left anymore. Oh, you got some stars going on up there this morning. Like I said, I wasn't going out for the International Space Station last night. But looks like we're getting some lighting coming up over that way, but that's west. Sun is going to come up over this way. East. I'm actually bringing it down to 24 frames a second because it's the first frame rate that when you get off 60. I want to see how that comes out if I can screen grab that. I actually did a couple. I did one of the moon. I did one of the sky last night. Sent him to Tim from because like I said, he mentioned he tried the whole 4K 60 screen grab on his Samsung. And he said, "Wow, it is better than the actual camera." It's kind of crazy. I don't know what the resolution difference is from just shooting a photo versus recording 4K, but it does feel like it's higher. Now it will be interesting in the timeline going from a 24 frame file and upgrading it to a 60, what that does. I honestly don't know. Now I used the Insignia cable last night because the actual Apple branded cable is plugged into the Pocket. And definitely was not as fast as the Apple cable. The Apple cable is way quicker. Maybe one day, not in the near future, I'll upgrade to another one. The Insignia one can just kind of park it. We're not going down there, Mateo. Come on. Do your business and let's go. And I did actually figure out, I did set the action button to launch the camera when I had gloves on. And yeah. So Never actually, does that still run the shutter? It does actually run the shutter, so it's another option for a control button. Yeah, I kind of get where people are confused on why they added that when they actually already did that last year with the other button. Now you guys have got me completely wrapped up. Are you kidding me? I love walking the two of you together. Yep. Priya went under, Mateo went around, and now they're going to wrap themselves up together. Fun times. And this will be another good low light thing. We'll be testing the new 48 megapixel sensor against the 15. I'm not going to have this probably very long to do any comparisons. I don't know when Drew's going to be off the rig, as he works for the gas company. So, I have very limited time to put these against each other to see what one, if there's a huge improvement in quality. Holy shiitake mushrooms, 682 minutes of record time in 4K 24. Oh, for low light, this should be like the one. I locked the phone, it came back up in 24. Sometimes this thing does what it wants to do. Normally it switches back to 60 when I come back. It tried to turn ProRes off on me the first time, and then it realized the drive is plugged in. So, all right, come on. We sniffed. You guys aren't doing much. I got to get going. I still got to eat. It's 5:26. I got like, what, 20 minutes? And I got to get going. Bless you. So, yeah. Almost 700 minutes of record. Well, it probably would be over 700 minutes of record time if I were to clear erase the drive with the Mac, reformat it. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do from now on instead of just erasing the footage. But, I mean, still, 287 minutes of video recording. I think that's enough for a daily vlog. I just wanted to do a second test, yeah, leaving it at 24 frames per second. And the other thing, so I was saying about the action button, yes, it launches the camera. It also snaps photos, but so does the volume keys. They're right next to each other. You could, I don't know, can you set the volume keys up to zoom? You might be able to switch that to zoom. I don't know if you can do that with the iPhone or not, I can't remember. Be kind of convenient. Seriously, Lupin, have you been out all night? Really, buddy? With your glowing devil eyes. You've been out all night, buddy. That was kind of scary. Be nice, Mateo. Be nice, little man. It went back to 60 frames per second. And no, you cannot use the volume keys to zoom on an iPhone. I think some of the third-party cameras, you can switch it from record to zoom. But when you do that, a Bluetooth shutter doesn't work anymore. So, at least with Android, that's the case. Buddies walking together. Look at that. Buddies walking together. We'll give it a little more light. We're in 60 frames a second. All right, Loopy. We got to get going. And Miss Princess is all the way back here. She's like, I can get near that cat. Yeah, I ain't falling for your tricks, dude. You tried to slit my wrist last time I tried to pet you. All right, Lupin, have a good day. Even Mateo is scared of him. Look at him. He keeps looking back like there's that damn cat. I don't get it. He's so freaked out because he's not afraid of him, maybe. I guess I have two little wussy dogs. You guys are afraid of like a freaking 1 pound cat. He might be 3 to 5. I don't know. He's tiny though. The owner said he's a year old. I think I mentioned it when I was cleaning the other day. I did find an iPhone 14 clear case. Be very curious to see. I think the camera module might be bigger. But just for shits and giggles. See if that actually works. I don't know. Because if they're saying the phone's a little bit bigger, it might match back up. Just might have to do a little niche with the Dremel to give access to the new camera button. Puppy poos are in their crates. They had their treats, their breakfast, and all their snacks. Or all their healthy stuff. Their hemp and their glycosamine pills. So, you alright, Priya? Priya, you okay? You do, baby. You in your cage. Wait for a little bit till mommy comes home. They've been arrested. Alright, well this has always been a place where I've had problems, but it is cooler out, is charging and using the drive at the same time. But we are in front-facing camera, the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Figured, yeah, we're just gonna give this thing a stick with today. So that way I have some base to go back when we try us all out with the 16. I don't think they touched front camera. Front camera's still same crappy thing it's been. Not that it's horrible, it just doesn't come close to comparing to back cams. Whereas the Pixel decided to go with 42 megapixel. So, yeah, by just removing the one adapter, I have my MagSafe back, the drive's connected, it's recording. Still have ProRes 60 frames per second according to the info on the screen. So, now the one curious thing will be sound quality in the car with the iPhone, because it doesn't have the enhancements. Like I said, baseline for the 16 test. I always did like a night driving test with these things. I don't even know if I did that with the 15. Am I missing a headlight right now? Oh no, my window's just fogged up so bad I can't see that left side of the car. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start getting myself moving a little bit quicker here as winter comes, because when the window's frosted up at freaking, 4:45 in the morning, I'm not gonna be able to piss around. I might have to set my alarm back another 20 minutes. I might start doing that. I can't see. Holy buckets. It's just like, all of a sudden, it just blinds me. It's just like, nah. I definitely feel good I slept. Man, she left and I laid down. I heard my watch, I had everything on chargers last night, because it was that day of the week. And I looked at the clock, I'm like, yeah, it's already 1:15. I was dozing off, so, my tired ass slept through everything. I didn't get up to go potty, nothing. Straight through. First time in 2 nights I've actually slept good. So, now, I plan on tonight doing the same thing, even though I don't go into 115. I plan on getting up first thing in the morning, getting everything done like today. That's why I'm running a little bit late, because I wanted the video to be at least uploading into YouTube land. Maybe on break I'll think about it and release the video. But then, yeah, I want to do everything normal. I want to actually be at the park before she even gets home tomorrow. So we're going to do the full 2 miles, walk them really hard, and then they can go to bed. Even though she doesn't work tomorrow, that way they're worn the hell out before, and then I'm going to relax. That'll probably be a good portion of the video. Will be getting up in the morning and going to the park, and then I plan on just chilling. Maybe take a nap, get rested up for my closing shift, because I'm so used to the getting off 1:30, getting home, having something to eat, laying down, which is probably not good. I need to stop doing that, but it's physical. Very physical with all these. Said my watch is yelling at me that I'm over exercising. Let me tell the manager that. Well, according to my watch, I will too. I'll tell him that just to be a smartass, just to see the look on his face. So, kind of have a game plan in my head. Yeah, she's only scheduled to tonight. She doesn't feel like she's picking up tomorrow, but we'll see. Things have tendency to change, but I'm still sticking to my plan to wear them the hell out. Oh, that's too high. 3.07 a gallon. Gas just keeps dropping. Summer's over. That is a normal procedure for fuel. When people are on vacation and traveling more, fuel prices climb, and then as soon as, travel is, now you see the holidays, right around Thanksgiving and Christmas, gas prices will take a hike back up again. You don't believe me? Pay very close attention to gas prices right now, and you just watch them steadily start climbing for the holidays, because they know people are going to be traveling to see family and friends. And, yeah. It has nothing to do about the price of crude oil. That's total BS. One more corrupt practice that our country lives by. So anything to take from, they're going to say, oh, the demand is higher. You know what I say to that? I'm not going to say it because kids do watch. But it starts with an F. Surprise, Verizon's already got my shipment on the way. I wonder if we're going to get this thing early. That doesn't normally happen. And this coming UPS, which means I can't change anything, which sucks. But anyway, all right, time to get to work. Alrighty, good afternoon, everybody. Ooh, there was no chime there. Interesting. Anyway, time to get out of here. A little concerned there for a second because the drive was sitting on my seat in the sun all day long. I just held it from the air conditioner, but looks like the footage is still there. I'm like, oh man. It looks weird, but you know what? If I can record in the car, I can record in the car. It doesn't matter. Alrighty, that was a long day. We were busy this morning, but I don't know. It kind of drug it the other half, and then I got to get on register to cover a break, and my feet were just tingling. It's like, okay. According to the car, it's 87. According to my watch, it is 80. It feels pretty warm out there, but this parking lot is all blacktop. It's not really a true fair assessment. It's blown out. Now, if I do that, that looks better. But the Pixel does, I think the front camera on the Pixel actually does a little bit better. You don't have to do that. But with front camera, you can see you got no background blur, bokeh. Alright, well, the first time we're off of the drive for the moment. Just running on the phone. I can grab it with me. It actually still plugged in. I gotta clear it off because I already imported it all. It is a beautiful afternoon, still in the 80s here. I want to get out. Oops, squirrels. Right into the trees. But I don't know. Part of me is like, well, if I'm going to take them in the morning, I can just do my things tomorrow. I don't know. Kohl's doesn't open that early. They might even open this late on. No, it's only like 4 o'clock. Anyway, got both puppies. Priya won't eat. I gave her a snack and she will not eat it. So I don't know what her dealio is. She's not happy with what I'm giving her, or she doesn't feel good. I will show you guys the case later on. I unboxed it real quick and put it on the phone. So the iPhone 16 Pro Max is like ever so slightly longer. It might be a 1/4 inch. The camera notch seems to be the same, but you can't use the same case. The phone won't stay in it. And the case I got, I didn't realize it. It actually covers the lenses as well, so I won't have smudges on the lenses, but I don't know how that's gonna affect me in lighting and stuff with reflections, since there's actual covers on it. So I might eventually have to get a different case. I don't know. We're gonna try it. But it might be a tad bit wider. I mean, the phone had a little bit of play on the sides, not much. It might only be like 1/8 of an inch and a 1/4 inch at the bottom. So it is going to be slightly a bit bigger, and they did say it is a little bit heavier too. Alrighty, so here we go. The case is by Jiu-Jitsu, and like I said, this is supposed to be partly with the whole Desert Storm concept. It's kind of like a goldish, which I kind of like. Now I kind of dig it with the phone being black. I mentioned black and gold's my favorite the other day. And what's nice is it does come with 2 screen protectors as well. So that saves me from having to run to Best Buy right away to get a Zag. Eventually I will, because every year I do. Like I was mentioning, these are actually lens covers inside here, which I'm not so sure about with reflections and stuff. That can cause issues. So here we go, iPhone 15. Like I said, it will go in. The camera module kind of locks in. I don't think the camera module changed size this time around. So yeah, the case goes on there, but it's down here at the bottom. There's a gap, And like I said, the sides seem to have a little bit of a flex to them, so I think it might be a little bit wider. But definitely the iPhone 16 is going to be slightly longer. But according by the way this fits in here, it's tight. Because when I put it on the first time, it kind of locks in with the camera module. Pretty tight. So, but it fits in there. So I'm thinking the camera module, the whole camera bump system, is going to be the same size. But with the, yeah, that kind of gives you the black and gold look if you went with the black iPhone, but I went with the Desert Titanium, and this case is supposed to match it. Now, I'm not going to lie, Amazon kind of listed this as a girly case, but I just kind of was looking for something that was going to still show me the phone. So, one thing you got to pay attention to, this thing is listed with N56 magnets in the MagSafe, so it's supposed to be stronger. I have not tested this yet. What do I have to even test it with? Now, it doesn't have the extra lineup line, so granted, this is an iPhone. It's an iPhone 15 and an iPhone 16 case, and yeah, it lined right up and connected. So you can even see it at the back side here. There's a little bit of an air gap, you can see right through there. You might get away with keeping that on there. I'd be a little leery, to be honest with you. iPhone can charge approximately 90% while using, yes, okay, we know that. You know, it's funny, because that's one thing that they have not updated. This is still Lightning. They've kind of gone away with the whole the MagSafe battery. So, there it is. And so we now know it's going to be a little bit longer, potentially just a little bit wider, because this has got, I kind of like that it's got flex, because it does have a tiny bit of grip versus these harder cases. Now it's got a little flex on the side, but the back is pretty stiff on the mag back. But that whole system there is magnets. And they keep sending me, hey, order your iPhone 16 Pro Max case. Yes, $79. I think I only paid $59 last year. So $20 more for the case this year. Yep, I mentioned that. I was worried about cases being more expensive. Okay, there it is. There it is. I mean, I didn't even look. Right there's your camera control. And it does have a thing so you can actually put like a lanyard on it if you wanted to. So yeah, where the millimeter wave antenna was, they kind of used that space because I guess the millimeter wave has now been built into the frame of the case. They didn't really specify how, but nonetheless. So right there's your camera control. Yeah, I don't know. That's, I feel like they could have brought it back, maybe back into here a little bit further. That was one of my concerns, is it's going to be a little awkward to reach. Some of the YouTubers said it's kind of challenging to use, especially in vertical mode, but you'd be holding it like this and you'd have the ability to, I don't know. But you got so many, now you got a camera launch button here, you got a camera launch button here, and then you can set this up to launch the camera. Plus, if you just slide over to that way, you got a camera launch. How many ways do you need to launch the camera? Something could go away. Just saying. Something else I want to kind of mention about the new case is the fact that the buttons are all the same. They line up perfectly in that case, and you can see when I'm playing around with where I feel like it, the phone is going to be just a speck a little bit wider. You can see the play in the case. But yeah, the buttons didn't move this year. The phone is just a tad bit longer and wider. So you will need a new case, as always. Alrighty, we made it to the park. I don't know what is going on with this microphone, because the light is green and it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be blue for Bluetooth. But anywho, it's connecting. So, beautiful day. A little after 4, well, it's going for 5 o'clock. Quarter of, so. Kids out, got gas in the car, stopped at Kohl's, dropped that off. And now we're here. And there's a live band playing. I don't know if they're playing originals or what they're playing, but nonetheless, I don't need copyright infringement. So I'm trying to get the hell away from them as far as I can. So we're doing the big lap. I don't know how we're getting back to the car, because that was a nightmare getting over here. So I saw all the cars parked, and there's something going on over here too, I think. So I might have to just put the camera away for a bit. just walk the dogs. But oh, we're getting out and we're doing something. Mateo's probably like, I don't want to do this. Is that what you're thinking, bud? He's like, man, car ride in park sounded good, but now it sounds like I'm going to be busting my butt around here. And you're coming back tomorrow morning to do it again and wear yourself out. So, whew, fun times. That tree is going bald already. Some of the trees are changing and leaves are falling, but then a lot of others are not. So, have to wait and see. Hey, there's a little bit of color in the mountain. A little bit of, I see an orange one straight ahead over there. Probably use the iPhone to zoom in on that, but maybe down the road here a little bit. We'll see. We'll get closer. Those trees over there, they get really pretty too. And come over here. Yep, we'll be testing all that stuff out. Remember I said that the iPhone shipped? UPS has a expected delivery date of the 26th. That's 6 days after launch, folks. I don't think so. They're probably just giving themselves a buffer, but it seems a little ridiculous. So I think what happens is the shipping actually is when they leave the factory in China to come over. So they're like, they're not even, I don't even know if it's because they ship them in big ass bulk and then they divvy them up. So I don't know. I'm sure it's a nightmare when these new devices come out for the shipping companies and stuff, because trying to figure out, you know, the idea is, oh, this packaging's smaller so we can fit more in one set and send more of them, reducing the impact. Okay, I get it. I mean, some of the boxes in the day were way overkill, but we got chargers then too. Yeah, okay, something I failed to mention was, so they have updated the MagSafe charger. I think it only works with the 16. Gentleman was trying it with the 15 because you can already buy the new MagSafe chargers, the pucks. If you connect them to the 35 watt adapter, which is a dual adapter, which is like another $60, you get faster charging speeds. I forget what it is though. But so the ones I have in the one I have in the car and the one I have at home are the old style. I'm like, maybe in the car when I'm you know, navigating and whatnot with it, it might not be a bad idea, because I do have 35 watt chargers in the car. Remember, I bought all those hubs to go to Niagara Falls. So I might get one. I might look on Amazon and see if they have the new one and a 35 watt adapter for the house. Because honestly, I do need, I need all that because I got too many plugs going. Maybe I should reduce the electronics. Nah. Ooh, we're gonna get to see a pretty tree. We're gonna get to see a pretty tree. Okay, so all the people I made fun of that decorating for fall, apparently this tree didn't get the memo either and is going early. I forget, customer and I were talking when I was on register for my brief little half hour. And I said something, I said, well, she says, oh, I didn't do that yet. I'm sitting there going, well, fall isn't for another 7 days. You still have time. And she's like, I was like, now, don't get me wrong. If I get a warm November day, I'll decorate for Christmas because I don't want to be out in the freezing cold. So the decorating for fall in the beginning of September, when it's not until the middle, final 8 days of it, too soon in my opinion. And I will wait till October 1st to put Priya's balloon out. Even though Terry's already done the decorations. Wasn't me. I almost pulled out the iPhone, but I'm like, nope, Pocket's got to learn how to do fall foliage too. Come on, message, go away. Got a little bit of going on here. Not very pretty. These leaves look pretty eaten too. Where are you going, little boo? Ooh, some flowers with color. Shocking. I'm not even looking at little boo. Little boo. Sicko. Sicky pants all the time. Alright, trying to get up to our tree here. Feels like I'm just sniffing, Dad. And everybody, yeah, we're going through a whole crowd of people trying, and kids are playing, and Mateo starts dropping deuces. I cleaned it up the best I could, because neither one of them were the best. Priya's was slightly softer than Mateo's, but wasn't a great time for him to do that to me. So I don't know if we want to go out in the field and come around it, or go this way. I think we're going to do that because I'm not sure which tree it is at this point from this angle. We got a little ways to go. That's one. This is like the best season to come over here, honestly. So we'll probably make some trips over here with the foliage, just so I can get my pretty leaf pictures and videos. I always find it funny though. It's like you would think the sun side wouldn't be the side to go first, but there's a little bit on the back side there going. Yeah. Trying to make sure I can. Uh-oh, someone set their alarm off. That's pretty. We're getting there. It's coming. I asked Mike to send me that calendar again, and he didn't do it, so. God, I hope you can see. Okay. The screen with the light hitting it. Okay, we got it. We got it, boo. We got it, little man. You paying your brains out. You want to come. Right? I know how to avoid all the people because it's freaking the dogs out. Damn plane, you're loud. Little plane up there. Might be a little Cessna, I don't know. But we're going to sneak through the back side of the baseball field here to get over to the other side. And then we're just going to come back around with the car. I think we're going to try to avoid the ditch, though. Make our way into the tree line. I don't know. We'll see. So, that plane doesn't sound right. It's like throttling up and down. That's all we need is a plane crash. There's no wind, so I don't know why he'd have to reverse his direction and hit the airport. That's probably what he's doing, though. Yeah, he's coming in for a landing. He's pretty damn low. You know, camera, it'd be nice if you'd actually straighten up. He's really low. I can say I've never actually walked through this area. Interesting way to navigate around that, though. But we're kind of getting down into that gully right here. Drainage flows. Should be fairly dry. We haven't had rain in forever. There, okay. Come back up to the side here. Back on the trail, back around. To the car we go. Yeah, another tree changing. Pretty. I think it's funny that Apple followed suit with Samsung with the little box when you zoom in, but the Pixel does not do that. Pixel does not give you any guidance to zoom in on something. Kind of weird. You think they would be following Samsung quicker than Apple, but no, Apple did it. I found you. He was digging, but unfortunately he saw Priya and ran away. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this microphone thing. I'm not really going to worry about it if it's working. Now, I will say I was a little nervous because I had a whole bunch of crackling at first last night, or this morning when I was editing. Shut Final Cut down, brought it back up, and that solved whatever issue that was. So I'm pretty sure the iPhone overheated and was not wanting to record to the drive anymore. We were talking what? Let me get out of my, oh, I don't care about that. Talking like 79 degrees out, not real humid, no wind, and yeah, the phone's shutting down. So could be the drive too. Can't really rule that out with this Crucial. So I thought I hit the button, so I pulled my finger completely off the button to make sure, and yep, sure enough, recorded like, I don't know, 30 seconds. So. Okay, walk is done, going home. I already had leftover the chili and stuff that she mixed up with the pasta. So I have technically eaten for tonight, although I'm probably going to be hungry later.